Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Freedom Formula Masterclass, Unlocking True Health and Wealth. My name is Tegan, and as at today's date, I've been in the online space for 18 months. You've probably seen many people in the online space talking about creating an income through working online, but this masterclass is designed to educate and empower you to understand if this could truly be an amazing fit for you and your goals. And I want to take a quick moment to congratulate you for taking that next step. Now, I understand that the allure of earning online is really, really exciting, and it can also feel a little bit scary. And I want you to know that that is totally normal. For some of you that watch this masterclass, it literally will be the information that changes your life, just like it did in my case. You'll see the opportunity and it will just land for you. And that is so super exciting. For others that watch, you'll feel excited, but still a little bit unsure, and that is okay too. This is simply the first step in understanding how it all works. And after this, I'm so happy to jump on the phone and have a quick chat to you to give you some clarity before we decide whether you take the next step. As I mentioned, this masterclass is for you. It's designed to educate and empower you to understand if this can fit in with your goals. And I'm here to support you throughout the whole process and obviously beyond as your mentor should you decide to get started with me and our offer. I invite you to leave your old stories or beliefs from the past at the door and come in with an open mind and start to dream really, really big. If you're watching this, you'll no doubt understand that normal just isn't cutting it anymore. We live in a world where more and more people continue to struggle to make ends meet. Costs of everything are rising. People are highly stressed and operating on fight or flight mode, and there's no such thing as balance and flexibility. We only have one life, and we owe it to ourselves to make the absolute most of it, to live the happiest and healthiest we possibly can, to squeeze every ounce of life out of it, and to enjoy making precious moments and memories with our loved ones. Without that, what is the point? Okay, so what we're going to cover today, the 4 core pillars to unlocking true health and wealth. We're going to go through why it's so important to partner with a high ticket offer, one that actually allows you to prioritize your health and wealth in a leveraged way without having to create your own products or services. In order to be able to make an income online, you need to have a product or a service to sell. So we're going to talk you through why we choose to partner with this particular offer. Now, if you're already on social media, mate, it is a goldmine. We might as well start leveraging this and creating an income from it rather than just being a consumer. The online earning industry is a $200 billion industry. We should absolutely be leveraging that. I'm going to guide you through how we actually find the right people to sell to so that we're not pestering friends or family. I'm also going to discuss why community and mentorship is the foundation to our success. And finally, I'll touch on how we can leverage automation that does majority of the heavy lifting, allowing us to buy back your time. Now, skipped a slide. So this is going to be for you if you know that there just has to be more to life than the eat, sleep, work, repeat way of life that you're currently living. It's for you if you're craving more time and balance and freedom and flexibility in your life. It's for you if you feel as though your kids and family aren't prioritized in the way that you'd love them to be because of your career. It's for you if you're ambitious, motivated, hardworking, but are sick of lining someone else's pockets and you're ready to start building something for yourself and your family. The idea of working until age 67 to only start living life really does not light you up. And it's really for you if you worry about your children and how hard it's going to be for them in the future when they are looking at purchasing a home and even just paying the bills. This is for you if you're looking for an exit plan away from the 9-to-5 grind. It's for you if you're looking to create a freedom-based business, allowing you to earn on your own terms while prioritizing family, your personal growth and development, and your health. if you're looking for a legacy to leave behind to your children or family, and I'm going to touch on this later on. If you're looking for a way to create an income with purpose and impact, and surrounding yourself with a like-minded community who's going to actually support you and encourage you to achieve your goals. And if you're looking for a way to do life on your own terms, setting yourself up for a future that actually lights you the fuck up. Now, I just want to touch for a moment on the incomes and earning disclaimer. Guys, what I'm going to be discussing today is absolutely no guarantee. It's no projection or a promise or a representation. And this isn't because I don't think that you can achieve this, but it's because I don't know what kind of effort you're going to come in and do this. This is a business. We've got a powerful business model here to leverage, but I cannot make any promises. I don't know how much effort you're going to put in. So the figures that we're going to discuss today, they're no claims or promises, but simply shining a light on what is possible if you are prepared to come in and do the work and work consistently. Guys, this statement is taken from the book, The 4-Hour Workweek, written by Tim Ferriss, and I want you to consider it for a moment. Most people find an income stream, also known as a job, and then find a way to enjoy the life in the small pockets of time that they have left. No one ever asks us when we're younger, what does your dream life look like? They'll ask us questions. What do you even want to do with your life? Do you want to be a police officer or a nurse or a lawyer? Do you want to be a truck driver? All of these kinds of things. This is where we get the chance to start looking outside the norm and do things a little bit differently. Because the key to a successful life is to get clear on your dream life first, then find an income stream that supports you to live that dream life. Isn't that food for thought? So let's dive into the freedom formula. Health. This should always be our number one priority, always. We could have all the money in the world, but if we're stressed, miserable, and not supporting our bodies, our health will not be optimized. Our formula stands by true health and wellness first and foremost for ourselves, for our family, and for our home environments. True wealth. Up until now, everything that you have, have you ever had any serious thought into life after yourself? Absolutely, it's important to set ourselves up financially, but just as important, we need to be thinking of the future generations to come, our kids and then their kids. Life is only getting more and more expensive, and it's really up to us to hold the torch and to break the chain of financial stress and hardship so that our children don't have to carry on that same cycle and can actually live their lives. Time, our most precious asset, well, up there with health. The ability to leverage time in a way that we're able to have flexibility and spaciousness in our lives, to do the things that we want with the people that we love, to follow our passions, our joy, to connect and experience and impact. And finally, location flexibility, the ability to be able to travel the world and still work and create impact. We literally just need our phones and Wi-Fi. So here's a little bit of my story, guys, and it's really important that you understand who I was that had me saying yes to the online space. No doubt you'll be able to resonate with a lot of what I share. So my career started at 17 years of age when I graduated high school. I had no idea what I wanted to be when I grew up, certainly had no talks around what my dream life looked like. And my dad owned a transport company. Now, I went in to see him one day at work, and there happened to be an opening, and his general manager asked me if I'd like to come in and do some general office work. Of course, I said yes. I was young and needed the money, wanted the money. And 23 years later, guys, I was still in the transport industry. And to be honest, I'd grown up with my dad, playing trucks, and I thought that that's all there was for me. It was in my blood. And I was almost 40. What else was I going to do? Now, growing up, I'd seen my dad sacrifice so much for his business. So in my head, I just assumed that that's just the way it was. To earn good money and to be successful, you have to work your ass off and everything else gets sacrificed. And I really had worked my ass off. Coming in as a young 17-year-old female in a blokey bloke industry, I had to absolutely work my ass off above and beyond any of my male counterparts, and really prove that, I could hold my own and that I was good at what I did. But as I was getting older, I was obviously climbing the ranks, but I soon noticed that my idea of what I thought success was had really started to shift. By January 2023, I was so burnt out and stressed. I knew that I could not keep going the way that I was. I was really in a bad place. My 23-year career had absolutely caught up to me. And it wasn't fair that I was coming home to my husband and kids as the shell of the person that I was after yet another huge day at the office. Now, we say that everything that we do is for our family. And while I wholeheartedly believe that, I also believe that it's unfair that we give all our energy and focus and attention to our jobs and then come home and our family and kids and hubbies and partners and all of those kinds of people, they get left with the dregs of what's left after all of our energy has been sucked. I knew that there had to be more to life than the eat, sleep, work, repeat. And in fact, I constantly find myself saying, there's got to be more to life than this. There's got to be more to life than this. But I just did not know what. Until I started seeing one of my old childhood friends posting on her social media about finding a way to make an income. And if I wanted to find out more, to reach out. I sat on the sidelines for far too long, but eventually curiosity killed the cat, and I just had to ask her what it was that she was doing. Now, for me, it was never about the money. I knew that I could always go and get another job, but it would just be the same old shit. I had been headhunted several times throughout my career, and I was known as, not the queen of transport, to big note myself, but I was known for getting shit done, and I knew my shit. For me, it was the balance that I desperately craved. I'd spent far too many years prioritizing my career over my family. My kids were always the first in daycare in the mornings, and amongst the last ones there at night. There were the missed school carnivals and assemblies and important things, and the mum guilt was real. So for me, when I saw this opportunity that this could potentially be the thing that could start to change my life, it was an absolute no-brainer. I watched the masterclass, I said that I loved it, and then I went through to the discovery process. Now, the discovery process, which I'm going to touch on a little bit later on, it's an incredibly powerful process that allows us to really dream about what does our dream life look like? And then where are we right now? What is stopping us from creating the dream life? And then showing how this online business model can really be built up to support that. And to me, it was an absolute no-brainer. I wanted balance, freedom, and choice to spend my days doing what I want to do for as long as I want to do with who I want to do. So it was an absolute no-brainer. I absolutely was not on track for, going and living that life. I was on track to retire at 67, just like everyone else. Now, going through the discovery process, my line in the sand moment was when I all of a sudden realized that my mum had passed away to cancer at age 42. Context, guys, I'll be turning 42 next birthday. So she'd never even made it to retirement age. I was 19 at the time, but it was like all of a sudden I had this epiphany and finally knew in that moment that life is too short. So my mum didn't get the chance to do the things in life that she really wanted to do. She was also a very hard worker, a real estate agent. So she was off presenting offers and showing open homes at all sorts of ungodly hours. So I thought, fuck it. I owe it to her and to her memory to make the most out of my life while I still can. And I also owe it to my kids and husband to be the very best version of myself so I could be the best mum and wife for them. So I dove all in head first, not having all of the answers, but totally prepared to come in and do the work and really be the beginner and lean on my mentors and my community for guidance and support. After all, they were on the road. They were a few steps ahead of me to creating the life that I really wanted. Now, I can hand on heart say that I am the happiest and healthiest that I've ever been. My relationships have never been better. And I'm also on the road to be able to be creating the wealthiest life and a life that sets myself and my family up. I can be a present mum. I can run around and do things for them, but also because I'm such a career woman, I can also, pour energy into this business with so much purpose because I get to support other women and men to create this for themselves as well. I'm able to prioritize my time around those things that are really, really important to me. And I can out earn my six-figure corporate career in a way where there is balance and freedom and flexibility and choice. It doesn't get any better. I wake up now. The first thing I used to do when I used to wake up early for my transport job was, first thing I did, wake up, check my emails, and have a look at what clusterfuck had happened overnight whilst I was resting. Now I get up, I do my meditation, I practice my gratitude, I go and watch the sunrise, I do my exercise, I get organized, I make sure the kids are all good, and then I come here into my office, or I take my laptop down to the cafe, or I go and sit outside. It just gets to look so, so differently. Now, some people ask me when I first started, what if it doesn't work? And here's the thing, guys. What if it doesn't work? That's so simple. I just go back to a job and do what everyone else is doing. With having an online business, going back to a job is a backup plan. Like, there's really nothing to lose here. From my experience, if you're willing, coachable, and hungry and prepared to put in the work, it can't not work. But for some ungodly reason, if it didn't work, I can always go back to a job and, I'm still going to have all the growth and learning and experience and connection and community, as well as I'll be having the most incredible products for my health and wellness in my own home as well. In my opinion, life is way too short to worry about the what ifs. And honestly, if you're prepared to come in and give it a red hot go, there's nothing to lose. Okay, guys, what does freedom mean to you? For me, like I mentioned earlier, it's the ability to be able to do what I want, when I want, with who I want for as long as I want. But it's also being able to go and purchase good quality food without looking at the prices, to be able to say yes to the experience that I want to be able to do without going and checking the bank account. It's being able to go to dinner and pick up the entire bill just because I want to treat my loved ones. It's helping people back, helping them, pay their bills or supporting them when they need that without needing or expecting to be paid back. It's complete freedom of choice without limitation of any factor such as time or money. Love to know what freedom means to you. Now, I'd like you to take a moment to do a little life audit of where you are right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, what would you rate your health, your wealth, your time, your family, your mindset, your community, your contribution, and your celebration? Do you actually celebrate your achievements? Guys, if you've gone to the gym consistently 4 times a week, how are you celebrating yourself? Or are you just so busy doing the do that you don't get to stop and acknowledge yourself? Now ask yourself, where do you want to be in 12 months' time? Too often we go through life on autopilot, not exactly knowing where we're going, just cruising for the sake of it. Now, I liken it to a car, like getting into a car without setting the GPS to go where we want to go. You just end up driving for miles and miles, ending up nowhere that you really wanted to be. Actually taking the time to identify where you want to be in 12 months' time is such an important tool. It allows us to then identify the gaps, and then we get the opportunity to close those gaps. We get to work out what has to start changing right now for us to get closer to where we want to be in 12 months. Now, this next slide is explaining the difference between a leveraged income model versus a linear income model. 97% of the working population is earning a linear income. This means that it may help pay your bills and helps keep them getting paid, but it's also going to be very hard to build the future you desire if this is your only source of income. Essentially, if you stop working, so does the income. 3% of us are working with a leveraged model. This is a concept that time and effort that you put into your business will give you results in terms of earning. In other words, with this model, the work you put in at the start will continue to generate ongoing profit and income into the future. Are you currently earning leveraged or linear income? In the words of Warren Buffett, a CEO and investor, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. It's a harsh reality, guys, but so true. So our leveraged income model is actually so super simple. We partner with an already established company, leveraging products that already exist. We share about the product on their behalf. We use automated systems that do the heavy lifting for us. And when a sale is made, we receive the commissions from that sale. Now, guys, this slide shows you the incredible positives of why we choose to affiliate with a company and their offer versus creating our own. Excuse me for a sec, guys, because I just need a drink. Okay, so creating your own offer. This often requires a very high investment, usually upwards of multiple six figures. Now, there's an alarming statistic that shows that most businesses fold after not even a couple of years, and the reason for that is simply cash flow. To create your own product or service, you would typically need to fork out a really high initial investment, whereas with our offer, there is a much, much lower initial investment. In many other businesses, you likely have to do everything and wear all the hats. When you affiliate with us, you have access to valuable tools and resources so you can focus on building your business. Now, it takes a lot of time to build a product that works and converts, whereas with us, people buy from us and partner with a product that they already want and need. Most businesses wait 3 to 5 years to actually turn a profit, whereas with our model, you profit after potentially 3 to 5 sales with the potential to generate leveraged income. And creating your own offer, you often work alone and you therefore have to invest really high in mentorship costs. Now, whilst I highly encourage investing in mentors to upskill and up-level and have done that myself, here within our community, you have the ability to learn from and collaborate with like-minded individuals and have access to multi-6, 7, and 8-figure mentors within our academy in this very business for masterminds and training. And in order to get your time and money back, you must be willing to invest both time and money. And if you're not, unless you change it, you're actually choosing it. That's so super powerful, guys. If you're someone that's constantly complaining about not having time and not having money, what are you actually doing to be able to change that? Because if you're not changing it, again, you're choosing it. Now, this here is why we partner with Enagic. They have true impact products for our entire health system with 4 key products that enhance our health, unlock wealth, and protect the environment. Plus, we're able to tap into general wealth when we are consistent and ongoing and make our way through the ranks in the business, which I'm going to explain. Now, this is an incredibly powerful partnership, guys. Enagic has been around for 50 years. And in June this year, we actually went over to Okinawa in Japan, where Enagic originates from, and celebrated the 50th anniversary. We had 7,000 affiliates in this space. It was so incredibly high vibe. And honestly, when I was in that room, I was just like, I was already sold on this vision, but actually seeing 7,000 others or 6,999 others that were all winning and that had changed their lives with this, I was just like, mate, my flag is planted. I'm not going anywhere. Enagic are pioneers in the health and wellness space. The Kangen water, which I'm going to touch on, is absolutely incredible at being able to support the body to restore it back to its optimal state. There's over 60 uses for the Kangen water. The products are sustainable, zero waste, and last over 20 years. They're award-winning. Now, there is a massive market opportunity here, guys. Only 3 million Kangen water machines have been sold worldwide, meaning the market is far from saturated. There is 8,000 million people in the world, guys. We are only just scratching the surface here. There is room for global growth with expanding offices in new countries. And the income legacy. Partnering with Enagic allows us to be able to will our income and our business to our children to be able to take that on. Now, the type of water you drink is the wealth of your body, and Enagic's mantra is change your water, change your life. So here's why your health is the true wealth. So the human body is actually made up of over 70% water. And when we look at the molecular number, 99.9% water. It's our largest organ, making the quality of the water we consume and bathe in absolutely crucial. Now, there's over, I believe, 2,000 studies on the effects of Kangen water on the body. And like, the science is indisputable, guys. We have got the best product here. The likes of Gary Brecker, who you may or may not have heard of, have actually said that if there's one thing that you can do for your health, it's to start drinking hydrogen-rich water, which is exactly what we have here with Enagic. So here's the products that we recommend, and I'm not going to go too much into detail on these because this is all available in our discovery process. But we've got our K8, which is not a water filter, guys. It's a water ionizer. And it basically takes your source water or your tap water, takes it through a titanium plates, like it runs through the titanium plates and actually creates antioxidant-rich water that is available in 5 different pH levels, and again has over 68 different uses. Now, this is for cleaning your home. This is for beauty water with the 6.0. This is for drinking. This is for killing bacteria and all of those kinds of things. It's absolutely incredible. And I thought I was a water snob before, but I am the biggest water snob. I take my Kangen water everywhere, like literally everywhere. We've also got the Inespa, which is our in-home spa. My God, I'm good at my words today, guys. It's our in-home spa experience, and it's a simple shower attachment. Now, this actually filters out all the chlorine and the bacteria and all the crap that runs through our pipes to protect our family's skin. We've got the M-Guard, which is our environment harmonizer. Now, this actually targets the EMF. So we know from using our mobile phones and Wi-Fi's and microwaves and those kinds of things that this releases that, just because we can't see it, it's like waves. These waves are really, really dangerous to us, guys. And again, there are so many studies on these kinds of things. M-Guard is a relatively new product. It was only released in June here in Australia. Not quite yet in America and not quite yet in New Zealand. It is in other parts of Europe. And literally, this is something that is portable. So it's got a USB attachment. I plug it into a power pack, and it comes with me in my car. It comes with me next to my bed at night. And I just know that I'm not absorbing all of these yucky EMFs. And I highly implore you to go and do your research on that. Because it will shock and alarm you, but it's all good because we got you covered. And then we have our Ukon, which is chemical-free wild turmeric, which is a powerful antioxidant and antibacterial and also an anti-inflammatory. It's available in 3 different forms, being tea, soap, or I tend to use the capsules. And then I've just got here some of the benefits, guys. So just go through and have a quick scan of that while I take another drink. Absolutely unbelievable. Not only for our health as well, guys, but also for the environment by not having single-use plastic bottles. And the studies that have gone into actually drinking bottled water, the microplastics that are in that bottled water are so, so harmful to us, guys. So Honestly, the Kangen water machine that's going to last you 20 to 25 years, it is going to, in the long term, save you so much money. Now, investing in your health first is the real foundation to true wealth. With Enagic products, you can be empowered to enhance your well-being, ensuring a vibrant life for you and your family. Yet, not only do these products transform your health, but they also offer an incredible business opportunity, which I'm going to get into now. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we can start to make back our initial investment with just 5 sales and being able to impact others, sharing our wellness experience with them. And then they can choose to go on and leverage the business model as well. It's absolutely unbelievable. Okay, now here's a look at the number, guys, and it's really super important that I explain this part as some people may get confused. So in order to get started with your Enagic journey, you need to purchase at least one of these products to be able to use in your own home. Once you have purchased one of your products, you will actually receive back from Enagic a distributor ID, which now means you have global distribution rights to be able to leverage this business opportunity for yourself as well, should you choose. So the products are essentially the keys to the car. However, if you go and have a look at my social media, you don't often see me talking about selling a water machine, like come and buy my water machine. So instead, you see me talking about the ability to earn an online income, leveraging a business model, and those people that are interested can reach out to me to find out more. So this here on the screen, this is essentially what you're selling. Yes, you will buy, and your people that come in and buy from you will purchase their product, but we're selling the business opportunity that comes attached when purchasing a product. And when you start to have a look at the numbers, they're going to start to make more sense. Now, depending on the products that you start with, will depend on the commissions that you make from your first sale. So if you were to come in and purchase one product, and then you were to sell one product, you'd be on rank 1A and you'd make a minimum $400. However, even if you've purchased one product and you then go on and sell what we call a quad package, which is an Anespa, a K8, an M-Guard, an Ukon, or it could look like 4 K8s. We want you to know that even at rank A, if someone comes in and purchases a quad from you, you can make a minimum of $784. It's absolutely crazy. So a customer can choose to come in and purchase as many products as they want. Now, each particular product that we sell has got their own commissions attached to it. So for example, for each K8 water ionizer machine you sell, there's $400 of commission points available. Now, we work with a patented 8-point commission structure. So for each sale that is made, there is 8 pieces of the commission pie. So hypothetically, say I was at rank 6A and I sold a single K8, I would actually make $2,400 from that sale. However, if I was ranked 6A and someone came in and purchased a quad from me, as shown on the screen, I'd be making $4,704. So it's really plain to see, guys, that as you stay consistent and stay the course and build up your business slowly but surely, there's really incredible commissions to be made here. Now, I want you to have a quick think about people that you may have seen earning online that aren't attached with this particular opportunity. So people that might be selling, say, skin products or bikinis or shakes or something like that. Now, that's what we call low ticket sales, whereas what we do is high ticket sales. Now, that just simply means low profit versus high profit. So we need to be ensuring, or we choose to partner with a company that's going to actually reward us for those sales that are made. So typically low ticket sales would earn between $20 and $50 per sale. In order to hit $1 million in commission at that rate, you're going to need to make 40,000 sales, guys. So you can see that at $20 to $50 versus $400 as an absolute minimum starting point here, it's vastly, vastly different. Now, with our strategy, now this is if you were to purchase a quad and then go on to sell quads, you are going to be able to, first of all, unlock $654 in immediate commissions to yourself, because once you purchase your first product, any other products that you purchase on top of that, you start to get paid commissions for those as well, which is really, really exciting. After that, your next 5 quad sales in your business would take you to commissions of $17,534. Your next 6 quad sales after that, so 11 quad sales in total, you have earned commissions of $47,802. Another 10 on top of that, so 21 quad sales in total. You've just unlocked your first 100K in commissions here, guys. Now, again, I want to stress to you, you're not going to come in overnight and make 21 quad sales. This business is something that needs to be built just like any other business. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that, but just want to show you what truly is possible when you plant your flag and stay the course here. Now, I quickly want to touch on this slide as well, guys, because a huge reason why we decide to partner with the NADGIC is our option to be able to continue along on our journey until we get to a rank of 6A2-3, which starts to unlock global financial support bonuses. Now, $25,000 US bonus once you reach this milestone, and you then have $5,000 US monthly dropping into your bank account every single month for the rest of your life, and then willable to your children. And I want you to think about that for a moment. Can you imagine what kind of legacy you can leave to your children or family after you pass, where you know that regardless of what happens, regardless of what job that they have or don't have or whatever, they're going to have access to that every single month to continue to support them long after you're gone. It's unbelievable, unbelievable in the best way. Right, now I want to take a really quick look at MLM, because sometimes there's a really negative connotation around this. So what we actually do here with our leveraged income model versus traditional MLM. Now, MLM stands for multi-level marketing. And in a sense, I guess what we do here is that kind of thing. But we partner with the direct selling industry. Sorry, not partner with the Direct Selling Association. We're a part of them. We have very strict guidelines that we need to adhere to. And I really just operate with such integrity. So, for example, a traditional MLM, people have to hit their monthly quotas. And if they don't get their bonuses, they don't get, anything else. With our leveraged income model, we have no quotas. So if you need time off your business to be able to go and deal with life, as it seems to come up at times, it doesn't matter. We never lose rank. We never go backwards. Once we hit a rank, it's impossible to go backwards. We just pick up simply where we left. Traditional MLM is between 20 to maybe even 150 per sale, and that's probably being a little bit on the generous side, just depending on your ranks and all of those kinds of things. Whereas with us, we make a minimum of $400 from day one as you make your first sale, and all the way up to almost $7,000, again, depending on what people buy from you and the rank that you are. With MLM, we have regular product auto ships, whereas we don't have this as such. We've got an optional auto ship every 4 months, which will really support you not only with your health, but also as you rank advance in your business. And that will all be explained further along during the discovery process. Low ticket versus high ticket, which just means low profit versus high profit. Other MLM models do not have the income, the legacy income, whereas over here we are building generational wealth. Licensing fees and minimums, we don't have any of that. And others really work on recruiting, whereas we work with an attraction business model. So we actually have people reaching out and asking us how we do that. And I'm going to go in how we actually make sales. So I want you to think for a moment how you ended up watching this masterclass tonight. You've probably seen a piece of content that I have posted, or it may have been on one of my boosted Instagram ads or Facebook ads. I've simply shared a piece of content that's invited you guys to reach out to me to find out more information. You come in, we have a little bit of a chat in the DMs, or we can jump on the phone. We invite you to have a look at a free masterclass, exactly like what you're watching now. You'll then jump into it. So say you like the masterclass, but you need a little bit more information. We get you to go into the discovery process, and you will go through those series of questions. And I touched on the power of the discovery process earlier today. You'll complete your discovery process. And at the end of that, we'll jump on the phone. You can see if this is in alignment with you and your goals. And if so, we will have a phone call to discuss the best way to get you started. There's multiple different ways, as I mentioned. You do have to purchase a minimum of one product, but you can purchase as many as you like to get started, depending on your own individual circumstance. We have all sorts of payment options, including finance, payment plans, all of those kinds of things. So we really do have a solution to fit everybody. You invest in your own wellness products. That will then activate your distributor ID, so you can now have the option to promote the business on a global scale. And you simply launch your business. You receive the mentorship and guidance inside our academy, and with me as your sponsor and your community, and away you go. It's really quite simple, guys. Now, I just want to touch on the process of why we automate sales. So because we're operating a global business now, I speak to people in all sorts of countries. And the reason that we want to automate our sales is because I'm obviously not online 24/7. I don't want to be. I want to be able to, when I'm working on my business, work on my business, but when I'm having downtime with my family, I want to do that. Having a platform to automate your sales and actually go through the process, such as going in and watching a pre-recorded masterclass, then going in and doing the discovery process. The platform does all of the heavy lifting, so I'm not getting on the phone explaining to everyone how it all works. This is where we really get to tap into the automation side to give us back our time. We have sales calls that are done for us. So I do jump on the phone. However, many people do not. Something that I actually really enjoy. But other people may be thinking, oh my God, no, I don't want to do any sales calls. Perfect. You don't have to. Our platform does all of it for you. And I'm going to introduce you to the Academy now. So introducing our Academy, this is the Freedom Era, and it is a leading educational platform that is full of incredible things, trainings, resources, access to masterclasses. We have all our done for you webinars. We have, like I said, people that do your sales calls. We have success pathways. We've got so much here. We've got masterclasses around our mindset, our money mindset, sales, leadership, marketing. If you are worried about not having a clue where to get started, say that you're really, really excited to do this online business thing, but you don't have a clue. Perfect. You don't need to. I didn't have a clue either. This is where the Academy comes in, and also support and mentorship from myself and your community. You get to come in and be the beginner and learn and build your business slowly but surely, learning all the steps. So here's a little bit of a sneak peek inside. As I mentioned, you're going to have access to masterclasses and courses. The Academy actually puts on incredible momentum events which bring in global leaders. We had Eric Worre last time, he's known as the godfather of network marketing. He has made a lot of money in this space. Not in Magic essentially, but definitely in the network marketing space. And he comes in and shares his wisdom with us, and it's an incredible event. It usually goes for about 4 to 5 hours. So for those of us that are inside this business, we actually have some of our crew that have organize a day of annual leave, and they come along, and we have some food and nibblies and get-togethers and all of those kinds of things, and actually share in the momentum experience all together. Now, as a TFE member, this is all yours for less than a coffee a day. So access to the platform is $99 US per month. And this literally gives you year-round support 24/7 to grow your business. It's absolutely incredible. And as I mentioned, it's less than a coffee a day. Guys, anything that you spend on your business, for example, access to the Freedom Era platform, it's all tax deductible. And the incredible part about owning an online business, there's many, many things, but I want you to start trying to shift away from your employee mindset into your entrepreneur mindset. And one of the important things to note here, guys, is when you're working as an employee, you'll get taxed and then you'll get your money back after your tax, right? And then you've got to pay your bills, your rent, your mortgage, your fuel, all of those kinds of things. When you are an entrepreneur and have a business, we actually get to pay all our bills and expenses first, and then we only get taxed on what's left. So it's a really, really important thing to keep in mind, that we actually get to pay all of our bills first. That actually reduces our taxable income, and then we're only paying tax on that rather than the other way around. So I want to talk about your next steps, guys. Your next step is to reach out to me and tell me that you love the masterclass and you're really interested in wanting to find out more. Now, the discovery process is simply an extension to our education process. You're going to go in there, you're going to have the chance to really sit down with yourself and work out what your goals are, where you want to be in 12 months, identifying those gaps, and then really seeing how this online business opportunity can support you to getting there. So education first and foremost, you'll make your way through the link that I send you. The first thing you're going to do is book your discovery call, and book that for within the next 48 hours. Then the next thing that you're going to do is actually complete the discovery process and go through those series of questions. You're going to learn all about the products, different ways in which you can get started. All of those kinds of things are all spelled out for you, more about the commission and compensation plan and the different strategy around that, all of those kinds of things. We will then jump on that discovery call. We'll talk about what your goals are, what your visions are, and make sure that you're so super aligned with this opportunity. If you decide that yes, you are, amazing. We'll discuss the different ways in which you can get started with us. Now, for a very, 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 very limited time, what I am offering is that you have access to our Fast Action exclusive bonus, which is our Fast Track Mastermind. This was hosted with our group of 30 newest affiliates on the 5th of October, Saturday, the 5th of October. And what we're going to actually do, or what I'm going to do, is throw in the bonus replay session for you guys, because it was such a powerful session. We're going to talk to you about shifting away from your mindset from employee to entrepreneur and the key steps to doing that. How to navigate the education and resources that are available to powerfully launch your business. You're going to learn the daily method of operations to move the needle forward in your business and start producing results as soon as possible. And then finally, you've started an online business. Now what? We're going to give you the exact next steps that you need to take. Honestly, guys, this intensive session is going to set yourself up so powerfully to come in and hit the ball rolling. And of course, I'm going to be here as your mentor to guide and support you each and every step of the way. We invite you to come in and join our global community of like-minded change makers, where connection, collaboration, and celebration is like at the heart of everything that we do. Honestly, guys, you came to this masterclass today because, like I said in the beginning, normal just isn't working. It's just not cutting it. There is a different way of doing things, but in order to get a different result, you're going to have to make some changes. There are 7 days in a week, and some day is not one of them. Now, I want you to ask yourself one final question. I'm going to ask you a final question. If money was no object because you were financially free, would you wake up and choose to live the life that you currently do? Now, if the answer is no, this is where you have a very, very important choice to make. You can either go on as you have been, or you can decide to try to do something a little bit differently, just what I've decided to do. You can either wake up tomorrow and start to work on creating your own dream life, or you can wake up tomorrow and go to work for someone that has decided to create their dream life, and you can help them build that for them and their family. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And like I said, in order for you to get something that you've never had, you need to do something that you've never done. Guys, I want to thank you so much for your time. Sorry, I'm just getting ready to stop the recording, which is, yeah, I'll get ready. I want to thank you so much for your time, guys. And I really, again, really want you to sit with this information. I've shared a lot today. I want you to know that if you've got any questions, that can be so super normal. Jump into my DMs, whichever way we connected, whether it be Facebook or Instagram or whatnot. Jump in, let me know where you're at. Let me know that you're nervous. Let me help support you to see if this could really be the most amazing fit for you, like it has been for me and so many others. And I really cannot wait to chat to you soon. Thank you so much for your time. I'm celebrating that you took time out of your day to come in and see a different way that this gets to look like. And I'm really super excited to see you starting alongside me, and cannot wait to support you in this space and absolutely help you to crush it. Take care. Bye.